I don't know how I feel about this map.
His map's, I don't know. It was one of those things where I looked at it and the ramp at first really bothered me. But yeah. Anyway, let's introduce the players. In the top left part of the map, we have our pink Zerg player. It is DJ Clan's Omee.
And in the bottom right, we got the green Terran from Day 9 Ladder Clan. It is DaveSprite. Looking to win this game currently to win the best of 5. It's currently up 2-0.
So he's sending out 2 SCVs.
It's going to proxy 11-11.
Yep. That's right, guys. We will not necessarily be here for very long. Either Omee shuts this down real hard, or
either
it just kind of ends.
See, my money is on Omee. I would bet all of my money on Omee.
As long as he stays aggressive this game.
Every bit of money I have. No, even then, as long as you can win with a 15 hatch. Like, the only thing that loses to a proxy 11-11 is if you 15 hatch, 16 gas, 16 pool, and then don't build any lings after that, which you generally don't do anyway. So, proxy 11-11 isn't very good for the current meta.
It's a surprisingly close place to put this.
And he's taking a gas. He's going all in. He's going to win. He's 14-14ing.
Oh, man. So the builds are in Omee's favor. It comes down to micro, then.
Yeah.
Honestly. Bad micro mistake could throw things the other way, but hopefully we won't see that necessarily happen. I want to see more games!
I do too. These are good games.
Guys,
like, it's definitely, the build is incredibly favored within Omee. Like, that's about the worst thing you want to be coming up against if you go 11-11.
So presuming you are in these positions as Omee, what is the process for holding this off?
Hold it. Well, he hasn't scouted, so he has no idea what's going on right now. As soon as I'd see the Marines, all you need to do is pump lanes, really.
So you just make the lings, you focus on the SCVs to make sure the bunkers stop, or...
Yeah, try to kill, like, don't worry about the Marines, because they're worthless without bunkers. You really just need to kill the SCVs, and that Overlord's gonna scout it.
Gonna Omee's vision right now. He's seen a bunker get canceled. Sees another one about to finish. He turns it around immediately, which is good. Losing either of these Overlords...
taking a roach warren.
Actually, if he lost both of these Overlords, that would be one way that he'd actually be in a lot of trouble.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know how I feel about what it's doing.
The thing
it
is,
kind of works, but it's just delaying what's gonna happen.
The thing is, though, DaveSprite, upon realizing that this was scouted, just left.
Yeah, he started it, and then he's like, oh, it's been scouted, so he lifted off, and is just gonna keep Omee in his base, and Omee's gonna be panicking and being like, man, he's gonna have so much stuff down there, when he just has 2 SCVs and a Marine and a bunker.
Now, the thing is, he does have a really well-positioned Overlord that's like, oh, look, 2 barracks. Those are really nice 2 barracks. Yeah. The question is, does Omee look at the minimap?
Yeah, does he look at the minimap? Is he watching it at that time, though? Yeah, see, this is a really,
No,
I actually really like that play from Dave.
Yeah, but he's definitely not watching it, because he's focusing on his base, moving things around, and...
Yeah, that's really, this is really sad. It's gonna keep Omee in his base for a really long time, actually.
And yeah, DaveSprite's just going for an expansion. So he's like, fine, I've got you worrying about something that's not a real threat. Now I'm going to expand.
That was a really smart play from DaveSprite, actually. Because now Omee's just waiting for creep to get there so he can use spines to like outrange the bunker, which is...
I do feel like there's a little bit of a dangerous timing here, though, and that is if Omee, for whatever reason, does figure out what's going on,
and just goes all in.
Yeah, he can just build a ton of roaches and kill him. Like, that is,
basically,
is a thing.
It's gonna come down to if Omee takes an expansion or not. If Omee takes an expansion, he's playing from behind. Or he can abuse the timing and the tech that he has right now to just kill him. Because he's building, like, he's not even gonna have a Marauder. So it's gonna go out now, and it's gonna realize that there's only a Marine.
Yeah, So his roaches are barely taking any damage. And focus this down. He's killing the SCV. There goes the Marine. And
is he gonna move across the map?
No, it doesn't look like it. Wait,
yeah,
yes,
he
right.
is. Just don't take an expansion, Omee. You need those minerals for roaches.
Yeah, he's getting +1 missile attacks, and is that going for an expansion? I think that is. Yeah, he is.
Yeah. I don't know. These roaches still might be able to kill him. His pulled SCVs to repair. He's got a single marauder, but it isn't in the bunker. Oh, there's a second bunker coming up, though.
No, it's making room for it. Those 2 other Marines, it's not where they belong. They're going to go in the other bunker, or they're going to stand outside, because that's where they belong.
This is not looking good now that there are 2 bunkers and all the SCVs pulled. Unless he catches him off guard. Oh, no. They're on auto repair.
Doesn't lose any roaches, though.
Doesn't lose any roaches. Well, he can actually play this like a map control thing. He's keeping Dave in his base. He's keeping SCVs there to stop him from mining. So right now he can just drone up and do whatever he wants.
So the thing is, he can actually see one of the SCVs with this Overlord right here. I think it's a completely reasonable strategy to just watch, and he even sees him building another bunker. Just watch for any movement from these SCVs to go back, and then immediately walk up, start poking him, force him to pull him back, and just basically make it so that, like, pretty much 5 of the guy's workers are never there. Yeah. And that's kind of what we're seeing, except that, yeah, DaveSprite's just kind of getting that economy up from some Zerglings.
Yeah, really just want to see Omee pumping as many drones as possible right now, taking a third. That's really good as well. Just abuse the fact that is making DaveSprite overreact. So at first it was DaveSprite making Omee overreact, and now Omee's making Dave overreact because 2 bunkers would hold just fine, but just building a third. And yeah, it's really good for Omee. He's back in the game.
Okay, so I guess I take back what I said earlier. GC games, sometimes they do just result in stalemates of sorts, and then you just go to a macro game.
Yeah.
So sorry.
At this point, I would literally just drone up on 3 base, get a Baneling nest, get Baneling speed, and go for a Roach Baneling build to bust all the bunkers.
So if any of you watching right now are like, man, they're so biased against DaveSprite. He's up 2 games, guys. We want to see more. So yes, we are. Plus DaveSprite was the one cheesing, to be honest. So it is mostly about like how does Omee respond. But at this point, yeah, we're looking just pretty much at a straight macro game at this point. The thing is, Omee does have a little bit of the upgrade advantage going in his favor.
And Dave's getting tanks.
So still playing
a tank.
Yeah, still playing defensively.
Yeah, he's just gonna sit back at base. He has got a 3rd CC, which is good though. It's a very smart play.
Just using it for the macro for now.
Yeah, just gonna produce SCVs to get his natural saturated faster. That's the word I was looking for. Not mined out. You don't want to mine out fast.
But he's finally concluded that there is actually nothing for him to be afraid of, so he's packing up some of the bunkers, and it looks like he wants to move out.
With, his tank popped. He has stim. No concussive shells. That's gonna be... Oh, wait, what does Omee have? He's got 12 roaches, 18 lings.
Plus 24 that have just been started. Ling speed is just about to finish. He's going up the Banelings as well.
Yeah, this is... I think he's going to crush this as soon as he gets done.
He's going for it now. Lings have already come out. They're going immediately for the Siege Tank. Siege Tank is not going to go down. But the thing is, there's just so much stuff here, and the reinforcements are not enough.
He's going to lift off. That was really good, actually, because Dave was building that up for a super long time. Because he doesn't have that many racks, it's going to take him a long time to build up every unit that he loses.
There's those balls of steel again, throws down that 3rd. That's immediately going to be...
attacked, yeah. Or is this going to come for the natural when he has no bunkers? He's turning a lot of his lings into banelings, which, like, I don't recommend that many considering it's up against tanks. And he needs the lings to be annoying to tanks, but...
What's he going to run the changeling for, is just to see what kind of...
Yeah,
sees
that's
what's
a
up
lot
here.
of stuff.
And he's gonna go
Oh,
for it anyway.
he's still gonna go for it.
Yeah, the Banelings don't unfortunately kill all that much, and the rest of the army's able to force the roaches away. Still hasn't checked to the south. He needs to check down here to see the spaces here.
Oh no, and he misclicked on the map, and he lost his roaches. Oh no.
Now he's building 32 lings. Ah, but if only he knew about that third. He could just take that changeling and walk it down there. He might actually get to see at least the SCVs going down. Nope, he sees a drop attempt though.
If he was watching.
He did click on the changeling just now.
Ooh.
So he might have at least heard it. Nothing else. So yeah, this is something that, like, if any of you here who don't really play StarCraft a lot, this is kind of a subtle thing, but anything that your units can hear, you'll also hear. Not loudly, sometimes quietly. Like if I have an observer as a Protoss player sitting near a Terran army and there's a pickup, I can actually hear that really quietly if my volume's up high enough. That's one way to detect. That's one way to detect that it's occurred. This is weird. He's
I never knew that.
SCVs. Yeah, well, I think you play with the sound off, right?
Yeah, I do. I play like an idiot.
But I'll be honest, it doesn't give you a ton of information. You don't know where the drop went. You just know that it's occurring. So, but that can be helpful. It lets you know to split your units.
Yeah, or it lets you know to like if you're going to attack, leave units at home, something like that. I have really unlucky plays where as soon as I attack, I get dropped.
Oh man! By the way, speaking of that,
speaking of drops,
may have picked up on it, but either whether he did or not, no response. So.
Ooh, used some banlings on those marauders. Didn't really want that, but oh, small things.
DaveSprite has killed a total of 18 workers this game.
He's going up.
Here.
He's going up to Hive. What does he want with Hive? Vipers? To pull the tanks or blinding cloud them?
That could work, actually. The blinding cloud. I think he used that against DaveSprite once before. To pretty great effect, actually. Managed to devastate an army that he would never have been able to touch otherwise. But for now, at least, it looks like he wants to go with these links to try and attack this base down here, which doesn't have a lot of defenses. The siege tank's actually out of range, so it can't help with this. There's an army there. But it looks like he's going to go for the workers. He's going to... Yeah. Neither player really losing much there, though. Like, a few lings, maybe got an SCV. That's it.
Yeah. Really big army from DaveSprite, actually. Still no combat shields. That's the thing I see a lot of Terran players forget. Like, I don't know why, but it's always combat shields. If they forget anything, it's combat shields.
I think it's just because it is honestly not one of those things people think about, but combat shields
it's very important.
Is basically like having +2 armor against a lot of things. It's not
combat
against everything,
excellent.
But against like Zerglings.
Oh, he's gonna catch those tanks.
Ooh.
Oh,
this is nice.
The problem is he doesn't really have many units there.
Yeah.
Like it's just a numbers game really right now. Oh, those banelings. Oh my goodness.
Whoa. Nice hits, and he's getting links from the back. Will this be enough? It's... there's just so many marauders here. There's so much damage, firepower in that. There's all this tank is donating itself to cause, though.
Really nice plays from Omee, but it's just so much for Dave. Like,
even looking down.
Feels like it's like that in a lot of games. Like,
this is weird. Actually, what he's doing right now, he's going to walk into 2 spore crawlers and lose a bunch of units. But which is not a lot, but I mean, still, he could have walked up to the front, not really taking any losses there at all. It does kill all these drones, though.
Yeah, he is going to kill a base worth of drones, which is huge.
He's like, where's the spot? There it is.
Let me in!
I need to die! By the way, here comes another army from DaveSprite here, and this is...
Here comes the second army.
Oh, by the way, Banelings. Banelings trying to split. He'll split a little bit. Not particularly effectively, but he doesn't need to.
Even then, he just has so many units that he can he could walk into those Banelings and still push them.
This is kind of like watching maybe a little bit like watching Cold play, except that when you look in the production tab, it doesn't say 25 Marines. But it's still kind of the same thing. The push just never ends.
Yep, it's good old TVZ from like the starter part of the Swarm. You start the Marine March and it never ends.
And I think Colt's still playing that way, if I remember right.
He still plays like that?
Pretty much. I mean, he's seen him do some other stuff. It's like a refined version of it, but I think he's kind of like the Terrence Stefano in this particular respect. He loves his bio play.
Yeah, it's like me. I refuse to go mech. The most mech I go is building like 6 Hellions.
I want to see someone like this would be a weird Fun Day Monday topic, but I would love to see somebody aggressive mech. Just like doing stupid shit like lifting up siege tanks and dropping them on people's bases. Like just do all the bio tactics, but do it with a mech army. Almost never work against somebody unless they're super terrible though. It would still be hilarious.
At the end there, Dave dropping the BM #30live.